Good evening, Garden City. I'd like to call to order this regular city council meeting on Monday, May 8th, 2023 at 7 p.m. First order of business will be our opening ceremony, which consists of the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for those military personnel that have made the ultimate sacrifice. If everyone would please rise. Thank you. Mr. Miller, will you take roll call, please?
Mayor Jacobs.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dold.
Present.
Councilmember Carafotis.
Here. Councilmember
Squires.
Here.
Councilmember Earl. Here. Councilmember Witt. Here. Councilmember Lynch. Here. Do you have a quorum with all 7 members present, Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. Discussion from the table. From the general public. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 5, recognition. I'd like to call Mo Price up from American Legion Post 396. And this is for the Motorcycle Awareness Month. Okay, this is a resolution of recognition adopted by the City Council of the City of Garden City, Michigan, May 8th, 2023, designating May as Motorcycle Awareness Month. Whereas the City of Garden City has many citizens who are concerned about motorcycle safety for touring, recreation, and economical transportation, and whereas May is the nationally recognized month motorcycles become more prevalent on our streets, the need to be aware of their presence is of the utmost urgency. And whereas, due to the Pure Michigan advertising campaign and the modification of the Michigan helmet law, many more out-of-state motorcycle riders are visiting our state and using our roads. And whereas, an overwhelming number of car-motorcycle accidents could be avoided with due regard, respect, and awareness of motorcycles on the streets and intersections of our city. And whereas the inclusion of motorcycle awareness provided by the American Bikers Aiming Towards Education, ABATE, of Michigan as a distinct part of the driver's education curriculum and motorcycle rider education programs will help to promote safe driving and motorcycle riding practices. And whereas it is in the interest of our community and the citizens of Garden City to note increase in the amount of motorcycle traffic as we enter the warm weather months, to enable the reduction of accidents and injuries involving motorcycles. Whereas the Garden City American Legion Post is the founding chapter of the American Legion Riders and has many riders in our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of Garden City does hereby, on this 8th day in the month of May, in the year 2023, proclaim May 2023 a Motorcycle Awareness Month. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, Council.
Okay, I don't see anybody from state or county. Presentation, we have Garden City, the Garden Club donation for the parks. I would call up Miss Pat McCarge. Okay,
All set?
there you go.
Yeah. Good evening. I don't think I need to introduce myself to all of you. Excuse me. Actually, when you were saying I almost said I. But for those in the audience and viewing this on the small screens, I am Pat McCarge, and I am currently the president of the Garden Club. I'm here tonight for a couple reasons. One, to educate the public about us, the Garden Club. We have been here in Garden City for 63 years. We were established in 1956. And we currently have 63 members. Community service is one of the most important parts of the Garden Club. Our meetings are open to the general public. You don't have to be a member to come, and we have speakers who try to educate and inform gardeners, whether they're the novice gardener or the experienced gardeners, for environmentally safe gardening, and just to have nice flowers and pollinators for our birds and bees. So, but those meetings are free. People are more than welcome to attend. We also have many gardening projects in the community, such as the Butterfly Garden in Garden City Park, that has been there for quite a few years. We also do the entrances to the city park and donated the roses. When you go into the park, you'll see the roses. The Garden Club donated those. Members are also helping at the new Radcliffe Community Garden and the new Rosie the Riveter Memorial Rose Garden at the Strait Farmhouse. So they're definitely involved in the community. Each year, and this is probably one of my proudest things about the Garden Club, each year we present a scholarship to a high school senior who is going on to some area of science involving plants, and that's a large, area. To me, that is just the greatest that we can do, help a child go to school, college. Giving back to the community is important. And, when you leave the building tonight, some of you might not be aware of this, but if you leave the building tonight and you look at in the front yard, the two big trees, those were donated by the Garden Club a long time ago. So little trees get to be big trees. And so it's kind of nice. I don't know how many they donated out there, but I do know they donated 2 of them. Also, a few years ago, we donated 50 dwarf sand cherry trees to City Park. Tonight, the reason I'm here is to announce that the club is donating 6 red bud trees to go into Rotary Park and Manor Park. They're beautiful trees in the spring and will definitely, just bring joy in that area and having the flowers and that. And trees, of course, everyone knows how important they are into the environment. And I know in the last few years, the city has even, been able to plant some trees on the medium. It is important. So also, a few weeks ago, the city sponsored an arborist over at Radcliffe Center who kind of educated us about, tree repair. So I appreciate the city doing that. I really would like to thank the DPS, who has been working very closely with us to determine the site and also to help with the planning. So they've been great with the dwarf sand cherries. They just took over. We said, we'll help you, and they took over and did it, and they got them planted. And with the red bud, it's important that they know what the parks need. So we really appreciate and thank them. We really like to thank the community, because you support our fundraisers, and the fundraisers support what we do for the community. So in May 20th, at the Lucky Squirrel, please come to our bake sale and plant sale that we will be doing at the Lucky Squirrel. That money goes back to the community. Plus, you can get some pretty good plants for a pretty good price. So it's worth, traveling over there to get it. Again, I'm going to be coming back in the future meetings and kind of keep you and the community a little bit posted with some of the things we've been doing. We have an exciting club. There's a lot of energy, and we're trying to do as much as we can for the community. So I appreciate you letting me come tonight and tell you about it, and I'm excited to see those beautiful red bud trees.
Thank you. And
Thanks,
thank the Garden
Mayor.
Club.
Mayor.
Mayor Pro
Mrs.
Tem.
McCarge. Mrs. McCarge, could you maybe let everyone know when and where the Garden Club meets if they're interested in attending?
We do meet the third Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock at the Straight Farmhouse. Now, we meet September through May. So next Tuesday night, we'll be meeting, and basically, we're going to be answering a lot of your spring gardening questions. It won't be like on one subject. It's good. People have been giving me a lot of questions they would like answered, and we're doing a PowerPoint presentation, and we'll, so join us, see what you know or don't know. But we have fun, we learn, and the Garden City Garden Club is the second fastest growing garden club in Michigan right now. So it's our membership, it is exciting, and I'm very pleased to see that. And truthfully, we're getting a lot of people from other communities joining us. So it's exciting.
Thank you. Okay, item 8, community events. We do have a few community events coming up. We'll start with Memorial Day, which is May 29th. It's on the City Hall lawn out front as usual. It starts at 11 a.m. It's going to be a little different this year, but it should be a really good event, a good way to remember and honor our veterans that have given their life. I believe it's really important. So for all those, if everybody can make it, again, May 29th, Memorial Day, 11 a.m. on the City Hall lawn. Next, I would like to call up Mr. John Prosch, who is our interim DDA director.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to be here and bring attention to the Lucky Squirrel event. It's a flea market and vendor show. We've had it in the past, and it's coming up May 20th. It's a week from Saturday. It's open to all public. It's a free event. It's 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. right over in the parking lot where we have the chili cook-off behind Garden City Cafe back in there. We're full of vendors, so the entire place will be filled with anything you can name, crafts, all kinds of stuff. So that's May 20th, a week from Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we have 2 additional events coming up for the Lucky Squirrel, one in July on the 22nd, and then the third one will be September 16th.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Good time. And I would like to call up Mike Downey, who is our ice arena supervisor.
Hello, Mayor and Council. The Garden City Figure Skating Club will be hosting their annual ice show, Out of This World, on May 18th, 19th, and 20th at 7 p.m. Tickets can be bought at the door for $12 for adults and $10 for kids. Hope to see you guys there.
Great, thank you. Plenty of events to do. Next, we have no petitions or communications. Item 10, public hearing. First one is the 23-24 general appropriations and tax levy ordinance. Mr. Doherty.
Mayor, this is an item of tonight's agenda, also under consideration. This is the public hearing that we're going to be calling for. Just give a quick overview. It's my pleasure tonight to present to you the fiscal year 23-24 budget for City of Garden City. The attached budget reports in summary the revenues and expenditures from each of the city's funds. Through many hours of staff work and several public budget meetings, all funds, financial policies, and capital improvement requests have been reviewed over the past 5 months. To start off with, I'm pleased to at least announce a millage reduction rate of 0.4199 mils. That's 0.4199 reduction. As indicated in the total budget, it consists of about $47,756,100 in expenditures, including $25,636,700 allocated to the general fund. We're projecting a 2.7% overall revenue growth in the general fund. The taxable value increased by approximately $44.7 million, resulting in additional revenue of $867,000 for the upcoming year. This includes 2.5% increase in our portion of state shared revenue. We expect to finish fiscal year 23-24 with over $10 million in the general fund balance. So as discussed over the years, the city is budgeting for an economic development director to focus on bringing in business into Garden City, as well as overseeing the building and planning departments. Now, there's nothing more fundamental to the ability of municipal organization to provide basic services than the city employees doing the work, so it's imperative that we continue to invest into our city's most important asset, which is our public servants, who work day in and day out to ensure the delivery of community services. The budget before you meets this commitment through continued investment in competitive pay, promoting staff retention, and competitive recruitment. For the fiscal year 23-24 budget, there is no new debt requested to be issued, and all capital expenditures have been accomplished through a strategic use of reserves and one-time revenues. As required by law, the FY 23-24 budget is balanced and does not contain any structural deficit. From a policy-making perspective, it's been said that the budget reflects what we value. I'd supplement that from the staff perspective, it's a vehicle that enables us to solve and address the problems in our community. So I'm proud to have worked with city staff and the city council in composing the fiscal year 23-24 budget for your consideration tonight.
Okay, thank you. So we will go to item 1 here for the public hearing. Anybody from the public that would like to speak? Please. It's on. It's on. I'll try and talk louder. But again, this is for the general appropriations and tax levy ordinance public hearing. Anybody from the general public that would like to speak on it? Okay, I will close that public hearing. Public hearing number 2, 23-24 water and sewer rates ordinance. Mr. Doherty.
Thank you, Mayor. Now before you is the water and sewer rates ordinance. While this has a happier ending, I'll start with the negative side at first. As indicated, the water unit price has increased 7.8%, which is a pass-through from GLWA, meaning they pass the increase on to the city. The city has passed the increase on to the customers. The fixed user charge is also increasing at 3.5%, which is suggested from the water rate studies we've done over the years, which equates to $4.82 per year per property. But coupled with the sewer reduction rate of 5.5 that we put in place, the council put in place back in January, The actual cost of the combined water and sewer rate is actually 9.3 cents less per unit beginning in July of 2023 compared to last year. So although there's increases, the rate reduction that we offered in January actually reduces it down. So it's, therefore, most residents will receive a reduction in their bi-monthly bill, water and sewer bill over the previous year. So it sounded a little scary, but it actually comes down a little bit also. So pretty much balanced from year to year.
Thank you. I will open up the public hearing for the water and sewer rates. Anybody from the public wish to speak on those? Last time? All right, I will close that public hearing. Item 11, consent agenda.
Mayor,
Councilmember Witt.
I move to approve the consent agenda items A1 through 5A and 6A and B as presented.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. Discussion from the table.
Sorry, Mayor.
Councilmember Karafotis.
I know the last time we tabled the one about Mr. Bass, what's changed?
There was a discussion that someone said that he couldn't make the meetings, and when in fact, when I talked to him, he said he would be able to make the majority of them. Any other discussion from the general public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Action items. Item number 1, the hiring of Director of Parks and Recreation.
Thank you, Mayor, again. Tonight, I'm proud to bring forth to you Kim O'Farrell for your consideration as the next Parks and Recreation Director of the City of Garden City. After interviewing several candidates for the position, Kim stood out because of her experience and energy to move the department forward. Kim's been the Parks and Recreation Director with Grosse Ile Township for more than 6 years, after spending 2 years as the Parks and Recreation Director of the City of Massillon, Ohio. Before becoming a department director, Kim also worked as a Deputy Director of Recreation for 8 years in Fairview Park, Ohio, and 5 years before that in Brook Park, Ohio. So Kim not only has a bachelor's degree in sports administration, but she also has the National Certification of Parks and Recreation Professional, which is a CPRP. After spending a good amount of time with Kim and seeing her passion for parks and recreation, as well as the Radcliffe Center and what we can do over there, and creating more special events throughout the year, I believe she'll be very successful in Garden City. So it's my pleasure to bring Kim O'Farrell's name forward to become the City of Garden City's next Parks and Recreation Director.
Mayor,
Councilmember Squires.
I move to approve the hiring of Kim O'Farrell as the new Director of Parks and Recreation.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. Discussion from the table.
Mayor,
Councilmember Earl.
this may sound a little weird, but I did do some background check because I do happen to know people there and got nothing but really good recommendations and praise for her work down in Grosse Ile. And so I think it's a good hire, and I'm excited to have her come up here.
Okay. Any other discussion from the general public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Welcome, Ms. O'Farrell, if you'd like to come up and say anything. Ms. Kim O'Farrell, our new Parks and Recreation Director.
Mayor and Council and Doc, I just want to thank all of you for this opportunity. I am so excited just to bring the knowledge of, over 20 years of Parks and Rec to this community. I'm looking forward to working with the staff at the Radcliffe. I've met them. I've kind of popped in once a week just to get to know the staff, get to know the layout. Just excited for all the projects that we can bring to the community, and I thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay. Item 2, fiscal year 23-24, general appropriations and tax levy ordinance.
Mayor,
Councilmember Lynch.
I move to adopt the fiscal year 2023-2024 general appropriations and tax levy ordinance.
Support.
Support from Councilmember Earl. Discussion from the table. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 3, fiscal year 23-24 water and sewer rates.
Mayor.
Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
Move to adopt the ordinance to amend sections 53.03 and 53.04 of Chapter 53, Title 5 of the City of Garden City Code, providing for rates and charges for water and sewer service and providing for billing for water and sewage disposal services.
Support from Councilmember Witt. Discussion from the table.
Mayor,
Councilmember Earl.
my typical rant. Although I do understand that we have to do it, and I do understand it's a pass-through, I'm still not pleased with things that go on at the county level that we have to pay for. I would like an update on Highland Park. I do know we have a reduction in costs, but are we getting any of that money back that they basically appropriated from us and gave to a city that wasn't worth us giving money to? They take it from our residents and give it to residents who refuse to pay their bills. I don't agree with it, and I want to know where that's at. And I thought that there was some kind of action being brought.
There
If
was
we-
the lawsuit that Highland Park lost and had to pay $24 million, but they appealed it. Well, I don't know if appealed is the right word, but they went to the state to ask Governor Whitmer to either forgive it, take money out of the state fund to pay it, do something so they don't have to pay it. They don't have the money. They've already acknowledged they don't have the money. They haven't been putting away the money to do it. So I'm not sure where it's their way. They gave, the judge gave Highland Park and GL Great Lakes to the end of this month to work out a deal. Otherwise, the judge was going to impose whatever.
Mayor,
Yes.
I believe the last that I heard, the state of Michigan was looking at contributing $20 million to it and leaving them with the remainder.
Okay, I hadn't
That's the
heard that,
last
so
I heard.
maybe we can
About
look,
a week ago or a week ago.
maybe we can ask someone that would have.
We'll report back.
Yeah,
to
I'd
the council.
appreciate it, update on it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 4,
Mayor.
hold on, resolution accepting the Protecting Michigan Pension Grant. Councilmember Witt.
I move to authorize the city manager as the city's chief administrative officer to file a claim to receive funding under the Protecting Michigan Pension, Michigan Local Pension Grant, and execute Michigan Treasury Form 5887, Protecting MI Pension, Michigan Local Pension Grant Affidavit.
Support from Councilmember Lynch. Discussion from the table. From the general public. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 5, 23 Sidewalk Program Report and establish the date for a public hearing of necessity.
Mayor,
Councilmember Earl.
I move to approve the attached resolution receiving the report and calling for a public hearing of necessity for the 2023 sidewalk program on Monday, June 5th, 2023 at 7:00 PM.
I'm sorry.
Support.
Councilmember Karafotis, supported. Any further discussion from the general public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 6, and I might, Mr. Omen, if you'd like to come up, this is the joint and crack sealant program.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is to approve a contract with L's Asphalt for the 2023 Joint and Crack Sealant Program. We have not had a crack sealant program for a number of years, and we'd like to start addressing some of our roads in this manner. Crack sealant is a very economical way to extend the life of a road. The proposed area for this year would be Warren to Ford, Merriman to Middle Belt. L's Asphalt was recently awarded a contract for a 6-city project for downriver communities. We reached out to L's Asphalt and they said they would honor the same unit pricing of the Downriver Community Project, even though the scope of work in Garden City was much smaller. Also, their unit pricing is lower than the 2018 contract that was awarded to a different contractor. L's Asphalt has did numerous projects for us in the past and always did a great job for us, so I recommend approving this contract.
Okay, thank you. Motion is in order.
Mayor,
Councilmember Squires.
I move to approve the contract for 2023 Joint and Crack Sealant Program with Al's Asphalt of Taylor, Michigan, in an amount not to exceed $200,000.
Support from Councilmember Karafotis. Further discussion from the table. From the general public. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Item 7, Mr. Omen, it is the 23 concrete sectioning program.
Thank you, Mayor. This is to approve the contract with GV Cement for our 2023 concrete sectioning program. The area that we will be focused on this year is Marquette to Cherry Hill, Radcliffe to Hubbard. We use sectioning on roads that are not too far gone, but still need repair. It can make a decent road a very good road. We reached out to GV Cement, who is now working on the DPW yard paving project, and they have offered a discounted price since they're already working within the city. Their unit prices are lower than the 2022 sectioning contract, other than a slight increase in concrete. GV Cement has worked for us in the past. I invite you all to stop by the DPW and take a look at the DPW yard paving project. They're doing a great job. This is definitely a contractor that we want working within the city, and I recommend approving this contract.
Councilmember Lynch.
I move to approve the contract with GV Cement of Brownstown Township, Michigan for the 2023 concrete sectioning program in an amount not to exceed $223,500.
Support from Councilmember Witt. Further discussion from the table.
Mayor,
Councilmember
I just have
Karafotis.
one question. Where do the funds come from for this?
Road funds, right?
Local major roads.
Okay. Anyone else? From the general public? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 7-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have no other business. Item 13, public comment. This is for the residents to speak on items that are not on the agenda. Anyone wishing to speak? Yes, sir.
I guess my wife is right. I need a hearing aid. I can't hear nothing you guys say. Sound like mumbles. I'm here to address, I live directly across the street of the house. It's Shotka and Pardo, the one that's going to be tore down. My driveway faces that house. The new hair salon, it's not their fault, I'm not saying that, but the new hair salon, people park right directly behind my driveway. I'd like some signs put up, I'll put them up. I'm a sign guy, I don't care. But I don't like them parking, I'm going to run them over. So whatever you guys could do, I would appreciate it. I've been there for 23 years, and I've never had this problem. But they're there on, it's not as bad as when they first started, but they're on Saturday, Sunday. I'm just looking like this, and backing up. And it's very hard if I could get a 20 or 25-foot section there so I could back up and take off and do what I need to do. So maybe you can address it. You know, they got a parking lot on the other side of that building they can park their people. Then maybe they need to put a note in their doorway. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I don't think it's my problem. I think it's their problem. They're coming in the subdivision when they're on the street, on Ford Road.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
We'll have somebody look into it. Thank you. Anybody else? Nobody else, okay. City managers report.
All right, just want to mention, Mayor, tonight, it may seem quick and easy, but it's, the budget is the biggest thing we can do every year as a council and staff working together, so I just appreciate everyone's work with that, including council, and the different meetings we had and different opinions on some things. So, like I said, it's the biggest thing we can do a year, and we worked well this year with it, and so I appreciate everyone's time. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Earl.
Thank you, Mayor. Three quick things. Number one, thank you for everybody that came out and supported the high school theater program for Oklahoma. I didn't get to watch it. I was behind the stage, but it looked like I know they did a phenomenal job. It's amazing how many talented kids that we have at the high school. And the next one coming up is Annie. That'll be the summer show, and then the fall show is Leaving Iowa. So should be two good shows, and like I said, I appreciate everybody that came out and helped. GCYA, congratulations on a great opening day. It's one of my favorite days of the year to see those kids out there that still love to play. You know, the parents are excited. The GCYA did a great job. I wish Councilwoman Karafotis a great season. She's coaching. Better you than me. But it was, it was an outstanding day again. And then finally, when it comes to the budget, I'd like to say one of the great things that the citizens need to understand is Garden City is almost completely debt-free. And I'm glad that former Councilwoman McCarge is in the audience tonight, because back in the day, they had to make some really tough decisions. 2008 to 2010, man, they were hammered. And they made some really tough decisions. And to see where this city has come since then is amazing. Our finances are in great shape. Our pension system, because of the decisions they made and because of the great decisions that were made since then, this city is in really good shape. And I can tell you, with my former job, I had to deal with a bunch of other cities, and there's a lot of cities around us that are not in the shape we are in. So kudos to everybody that's had a hand in it over the last 10, 15 years, because we are really doing well. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Karafotis.
I just have a couple things. I wanted to know if we came up with a date for starting to review the master plan. We talked about it a couple of meetings ago. And have we set another date going over all the ordinances?
No, not yet. I will have that for the next meeting. We'll have that, a date set up.
Okay, and then the other thing I had to say, when Ms. McCarge came up, she talked about the garden club meeting September through May. We also meet in the summer. We just don't meet at the museum. We meet at different club members' homes so we can enjoy their gardens. So we still meet. If you want to check our Facebook page, we always have information on there.
Can you meet at my house? If you want.
They're not working.
Yeah, we're not working. We're there to enjoy your work. And we bring good food, so that's it.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Squires.
Yes, just a couple things. First of all, thank you very much, Mrs. Zepperlein, for the beautiful cards. They are gorgeous. And also, the community garden at Radcliffe Center is looking for volunteers to help in their community garden. So if anyone is interested, just give the community center a call and sign up. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Dole.
One or two things. First, I want to congratulate Garden City High School senior Albie Hidry. Not positive I'm saying that name right, but he is the recipient of our Kiwanis Scholarship this year. He is headed out to U of M Ann Arbor for a degree in engineering. So congratulations to him. And the other thing I would like council to possibly take a look at, a lot of the other surrounding cities have this. I'd like us to look at possibly creating an ethics committee.
Okay.
That way we can possibly forestall a lot of things that, that come up, especially on social media, things like that, so.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Lynch.
I'd also like to thank you for the lovely card. That was very nice. I want to welcome Kim O'Farrell, our new Parks and Rec Director, to Garden City. Think you'll really enjoy it here. And I want to wish every mother out in Garden City, those that are a mother those that are a grandmother and a mother, everybody, a very happy Mother's Day this weekend.
Thank you. Councilmember Witt.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem, I can confirm you did say it right, because LB's one of my friends from my senior year's little brothers. So you said the name perfect. It was great. He is. He's a great kid. I'd like to also welcome Kim, the new Parks and Rec Director. I look forward to working with you as the Parks Liaison. Switching a little bit with the parks, I'm glad the Garden Club is here today because at the last commission meeting, they were asking about potentially getting flowers for the parks, the other parks, maybe the smaller parks. So I was wondering if we might be able to see if we can work together or if the city would like to work with the Garden Club to get some flowers around the parks. The high school students did a great job with Oklahoma. All of the parents that volunteered their time did amazing on those sets. They were remarkable, huge, perfectly set up. And yes, GCYA opening day was also great. Good luck to all the teams. Councilwoman Karafotis, yours as well. Play ball. And that's all that I have.
Thank you. Mr. Miller.
I have nothing. Thank you.
Okay, I just have a couple of things. One, obviously, GCYA opening day was great. It was a lot of fun. Weather cooperated. A lot of kids seemed to have a lot of fun there for the parade and getting their gifts and shirts that get shot out. So good luck to all of them. Oklahoma, saw that. Awesome play. I'm not sure who was in charge of the set, but well, at least you didn't get anybody shot. You were in charge of the armor, so that worked out good. But those kids are really, really talented, as has been stated. Great voices by all of them. It's just amazing the talent they have. And finally, I'd like to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day this weekend. Hopefully the weather cooperates and everyone has a good day. Having said all that, this meeting is adjourned.